want to talk about potential and what does it mean to actually live with unfulfilled potential, with the heaviness, with the grief of unfulfilled potential. Because let me be clear, so many of us haven't even scratched the surface of what we are capable, what we came here to do, okay? Because we are so quick by thinking that we reached certain level, that we reached certain ceiling and we cannot really go above, which is complete bullshit, because there is always a next level, there is always something to prove, there's always another possibility and opportunity that is waiting for us. And unless you allow yourself to think that and to believe that, you will be putting ceiling on your own head, above your own head, and you will not be allowing yourself to go further, to go upper, to go higher. And this is what really makes me sad, that when people are not actually fulfilling their potential, they are not even trying to achieve anything, and they are actually happy with mediocrity and whatever it is that they are living. And don't get me wrong, it is absolutely crucial and necessary to be grateful for what we have, to be grateful for the opportunities and the possibilities and everything that we have achieved in our life. But I'm talking about people who are really ambitious and they want to achieve something beyond, they want to achieve something better, they want to fulfill their potential and they want to go above and beyond of that. So, unless you open up yourself, open your mind, open the reality and the possibilities where you are living, you will not be capable and able to understand that there is something more and there is something beyond. Because you will be maybe seeing all these people on the Instagram, on the YouTube, whatever, telling you all these things, showing you all these things, their realities. But you will at some level feel like, okay, this is them, but I'm not capable of achieving that. It is not for me. And I want you to stop right there if you're thinking like that, because this is a bad mindset to have. Because anything that you can see, witness with other human being that they have achieved, it is completely and absolutely possible for yourself. And anyone who is telling you otherwise is simply lying to you, and especially your mind is lying to you if it's telling you, okay, but we are different, okay, but we are not that good, okay, but we will never get there. Another important point is, don't compare your level 1 with someone level 250, right? It's the same thing if I right now go on YouTube, on the biggest creators, on the biggest speakers, on the biggest, icons that are currently on the scene, and I start comparing my journey, which is practically at the beginning, right, baby stages, and I compare with that, and I get so discouraged because I'm like, okay, how long is it gonna take me? I will never get there. It's not possible. It's gonna take me so much, and how am I gonna get there? All of this is just our mind playing tricks on us. This will never be helpful. Yes, absolutely, go and look onto what you want to achieve, but make it your vision, make it your possibility, make it your opportunity. This is what is possible for me, and I will get there, even though I'm right here and I want to get here. But the journey itself, it will be the most fulfilling thing that you will ever achieve, right? It's not like, this is so cliche to say, but it is really not about the destination. It's about the journey. It's about the becoming, who you become on the way. Because on the way to achieve your dreams, where you are right now, where you want to be, you will have to become someone else. You will have to become different version of yourself. You will have to change your identity. You will have to leave your fears behind. You will have to upgrade your life. You will have to upgrade your mind. You will have to upgrade everything. And you will be completely different version of yourself right here to where you are right now, which can sound a little bit discouraging, but at the end of the day, it is not, because you are reaching for something better, right? And I want you to realize that the version of you that you are right now, there is nothing wrong with them. They are perfect, amazing, great. The version of yourself that's going to decide that I'm going there, it's going to have to be okay with leaving certain parts, certain behaviors, certain distractions, certain things and parts of your identity behind in order to get to this level, and have to be okay with that, okay? Because, just naturally, as we're going through our life, we have to upgrade and we have to shed certain things that don't serve us. This is the part of our life, right? Even as we are kids, we lose our teeth, and then we get the adult teeth. I'm not sure how it's said in English, but we have to let go of these things so we can upgrade, so we can get to the level where we want to be. This was such a strange example, but it just came to me and I had to say it. So the same way, you have to be okay, and you have to actually be willing to lose parts of yourself, to leave parts of yourself behind. And that doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with them. That doesn't mean that you have to, like, feel like, okay, I have to remove you immediately because you're not good to me. No, just release them with love, thank them for serving you, and move to the next level of yourself. That's how you're going to level up. That's how you're going to get there. That's how you will be able to evolve and achieve the unimaginable. All the people that they have been doing something like that will approve of this message and will tell you, yeah, it's true, I had to let go of so many things that were holding me back, of so many parts of my personality, of so many parts of my distraction habits, my behaviors, all of that. So it is simply about priorities and your decisions. If you want to do that, you will be able to do that, and you will be willing to do that, and you will enjoy the process, because you have to remember that what is waiting for you there is much better than what is here, right? Because otherwise you would be not trying to move from this stage and the part where you are right now. So this is really important, and that comes back to this power that we all initially have within ourselves. We all came here in a human body with a soul, with a conscious mind, subconscious mind. We all have the same tools, powers, and opportunities and possibilities to utilize them. How you're going to utilize them, what you're going to do about them, that's completely and entirely up to you. But just know that you do have the possibility and opportunity. If you decide not to do anything about it, if you decide not to study this, if you decide not to go into this, if you decide remain where you are, that's completely up to you. But the grief that comes with living with the untapped potential, with the unfulfilled potential, is very heavy, right? And people who are at the end of their life will approve of this message, because they realize that all of these fears and all of these obstacles and all of these limiting beliefs they have been putting on a pedestal, right, because they were not following through, were simply nonsense, and they were simply holding them back, and they never even tried. So if you get anything out of this video today, for the love of God, if you have vision, if you have mission, at least give it a try, okay? Give it a try. Decide you want to go for it, but decide you want to go all in. You cannot go with 1 foot, 1 foot there, 1 foot there. It's not going to work. You have to decide you're going to go all in. Then and only then you will see results. Because if you are undecided in your energy, in your attention, you will get the same results, undecided, wishy-washy. Everything that you want is on the other side of your fears, of your decisions, of your obstacles. You have to decide. Take it as a video game, right? Because at the end of the day, this is a game. And you are the main character. And you've been set up here. And you get to decide which avatar you're gonna move into the next level, which character you're gonna build, how you're gonna go about it, okay? So it's all up to you. It's like a stimulation. If you ever played The Sims, then you know how it goes. You get to create your sim, you get to give them everything. So imagine that you are there right now with clean slate. You get to choose all of your characteristics. You get to choose all of your personality traits. You get to decide what you're gonna do, how you're gonna spend the day, which skills you're gonna upgrade, which skills you're gonna move towards. You're gonna choose your career, you're gonna choose where you live, you're gonna build your house, you're gonna make all of that is up to you. And I want you to remember that no matter what, that you have the power to change your situation. And I don't care what happened to you. There is a lot of things that happen to many of us that are not nice, not pretty. But what you're gonna do from this standpoint, where you are right now watching this video, what you're gonna do? Are you gonna remain playing the victim? Are you gonna ruminate about the history, about your past, about whatever? Or are you gonna take the power and step forward as the creator, the powerful creator that you actually are? And I know I'm repeating this a lot in my videos, but it's just true, you know. I want to drill it into everyone's heads, everyone's minds. Don't let anyone stop you from going for it, because this life is going really fast, actually. Time is precious, so use it into what you want to be, how you want to be, what you want to become, what you want to embody, and use it, because the time is going to pass anyway. So are you going to use it for your good, or are you going to use it to remain, distract yourself, do whatever and anything else than what is actually important for you? And I don't know what is important for you, only you know that. But I know that all of us came here with some specific vision, purpose, and mission. You have to uncover that, and you have to follow that. Like, your life depends on it, because it actually does. At the end of the day, it actually does. That's the only thing that will fulfill you in this life. And I know, because this is how the algorithm works. You are watching this video, that means this is something that is speaking to you. If it was not speaking to you, you're closed, you are goodbye. You don't even see me. Listening to this video, this is a message for you to stop playing small, to stop fearing your potential, to start putting reps and start doing the things that are uncomfortable. It's gonna be uncomfortable at the beginning. I'm sorry to tell you this. This is a hard pill to swallow. It's gonna be uncomfortable because it's unfamiliar. You have to make it familiar. Until you make it familiar, you have to go through this period of time that is really uncomfy, and you will think about, I don't want to do this, I really don't want to show up for it, I'm not good enough. Everything will come up for you, all the fears, but you have to show up anyway. This is the biggest trick. The biggest subconscious hack that I can give you right now is to prove to yourself that you show up for what you said you're gonna show up. That's how you build trust with yourself. That's how you build your life. That's how you will prove to yourself that you can, and in fact you will. That's the biggest trick, okay? It's no trick, it's simply showing up. But you will strengthen your faith, and you will build confidence. You will build your self-esteem. You will build your self-belief by showing up for yourself day by day. That's how you're gonna do that, okay? So show up for yourself. Start today.